Welcome back to the Investor Shed podcast, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Nick Beveridge here with my co-host, Jeremy Kitchen. How are you?
Nicholas Beveridge, I'm doing so well. How are you today?
Pretty fantastic.
Yeah?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
I'm running on a high.
Oh, what's got you going on a high today?
Well, yesterday I ran 14 and a half miles.
Did you do Bloomsday?
No.
Oh.
I just, I ran
That's like a 12K.
with RD.
Okay.
He's training for a marathon.
Nice.
And then I'm just hurting my legs.
You're hurting your legs?
Hurting the legs.
Okay.
Yeah, they hurt.
Yeah.
They're fine though. Friday, RV park refinanced.
Congratulations. Hey, that's really good.
Thank you.
That's very good.
Today I'm gonna run you guys through what it was like taking an asset that nobody wanted for $145,000 and getting it to appraise for $925,000 and having an exit to where now everything is on autopilot and I get a meaningful amount of cash flow until we have problems again. But
Until you have problems. Yeah.
But for
It's
now,
all good until it's not in real estate, right?
we got this business that is performing.
Yeah.
It's had a couple of profitable tax years, and I was able to get that just a conventional refinance.
Were you
through
on
a credit union?
Okay. So just kind of a backtrack on this one. Obviously, if this is your first time listening to the Investor Shed podcast, we're going to go into the thing, exactly what the project is. This has been a few years in the making, right?
A few years.
How many years have you had this?
Almost, well, not me totally, but
you were in a partnership with it at the beginning, or like your brother owned it.
This deal first came across in 2018.
Okay.
Maybe 2017.
Sure.
It might have been 2017, actually.
Okay.
So almost 9 years. Almost 9 years ago, an agent in my office at Keller Williams back in the day, he was sitting next to me in a meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and he knew I flipped houses and stuff, and I knew at the time my brother asked me for, he's like, can you find me something in the Silver Valley that I can work on?
Yeah.
He had a lot of ambition too at the time and just wanted to get a rental like me out there.
Sure.
Or a second
smart.
rental.
It was a smart thing to think
second
about.
rental. He just accomplished his first. And this agent who worked out there in the Silver Valley mostly, he had this RV park.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it on the MLS before. It was in the mid 100s. It was listed for like around 140, 145, something like that.
And this was 2017-ish?
Yeah, it's about 2017. The problem with this RV park was it was vacant. There's the pedestals and stuff, but there was something wrong with the tank, like the actual sewage out there.
Yeah.
Like they had to get a new tank or something. I didn't really know exactly what the issue was, but he told me, he was just like, hey, by the way, if you know anyone looking for an RV park, I've got this one I've had for a while, but it was just approved by the Panhandle Health District.
Okay.
For this 3,000 gallon tank that they have underground.
Sure.
So now it can be run as an RV park, because before you couldn't actually, you had to make more improvements to the park, but it's like, it's officially, somebody can have people move in.
Gotcha.
He's like, it needs like a bathhouse, bathrooms, laundry, that kind of stuff.
So did they took care of the tank?
So the tank was already done.
Okay, the tank was done and it was approved by the city that said like, yes, you can run this as an RV park.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
By the Panhandle Health District.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So the tank was already underground. It was approved.
Nice.
There was still some work needed with this park, but I'm like, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so are you guys going to up the price now? And he's like, no. And I'm like, really? And I'm like, I'll write you an offer.
Okay.
And so without even consulting my brother who was going to buy it, I decided I was going to buy this thing. I wrote up an offer in his name because that's the kind of agent I am. And I submitted it.
Legality aside.
Don't take my advice, everybody, all the time. I do some weird things.
Legality aside, Nick, and like if Sean didn't buy it, Nick would have. Like we would have.
Yeah. Well, I quickly.
It was a serious
was wondering
offer,
why
basically.
I didn't put my name on it.
Sure. Yeah.
But I just, it was fresh in my mind that my brother wanted a new project to work on.
Yeah.
And here's this 23 space unit RV park on 5 acres out off the highway in Osburn. It's okay. There's power lines and stuff right nearby. But it is adjacent to the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes. It's a nice bike trail.
Yeah.
There's a creek right there that's adjacent to it. But it's just this kind of rundown parking lot.
Yeah.
With old pedestals. Half of them were broken, it seemed like. And it was missing sewer hookups on each site. Each site just had power and water.
Okay.
And then the sewer, the sewage tank was a 3,000 gallon tank where people could dump their sewage. But also the infrastructure, like there was a septic and a previous bathhouse that was there, but the building was gone.
Yeah,
so
it was just a big lot.
At some point, somebody tore down the building or took it somewhere else or something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got it under contract for $145,000. We forged my brother's signatures, and I said, "Hey, got you a deal." There's an RV park. He's like, "No way, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." And instantly, as I was putting it together, I was just like, "Why aren't I part of this?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I found the deal.
Right.
I got it under contract. I just put it in my brother's name, but I'm like, we also flipped houses together.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I'm like, actually, do you want to partner on this?
Yeah.
And he said no.
Oh, that's like the one time I've ever heard him say no. He's usually a yes man.
He's usually a yes man, but he's like, nah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ooh, fine. But we were kind of playing competitively, like who can get more rentals.
Sure. So he was
because I had just gotten like 2 rentals out in the valley, and he had 1. And we were flipping houses before that. We just finally were getting in the rental game.
Yeah.
For the most part, buying long-term rentals with the money that we were making off.
So you wanted to be equal with you on a number of like X rentals, basically.
Well, he would have beat me with 23.
I
all
would
of a sudden he would
consider that
go
like
from like one.
I would consider that
one property.
Yeah, one
but
property.
Like a lot of potential revenue sources from that property. It's commercial.
Yeah.
It's and it was a completely different beast.
Sure.
Now, how much experience did I have with RV parks? How much experience did my brother have with RV parks? You may be asking. Absolutely zero, nothing.
Yeah.
I've never even owned an RV.
Yep.
Sean's never owned an RV. We don't know what
this
world is like. We don't really necessarily know what this world is like. What kind of income could be had with a property like this? We just kind of guessed that it should be a lot. There's 23. There's got to be people that want to use it. And we were just young and ambitious and didn't know what we were doing and just got into it.
Yeah.
So anyway, he got it with a hard money loan through somebody in Spokane. And it was he with zero money down, he got 100% of it funded with the loan.
It's pretty good
because they saw the value too.
Sure.
This hard money lender's like, wow, you got an RV park under contract for $145.
Yeah,
we'll give you everything you need. And I think the payments ended up being around $2,000 a month.
Yeah,
or so. It was like 12% interest. Interest only payments.
Makes sense, higher interest payment because there's 0 down payment. Like they flex their schedules and did their knobs. Like, this is the risk we're willing to give for this, basically.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
So for the next, it might have been 2018. I'm sorry.
Right, well, either
I think this was 2018,
18, like,
because for the next 2 or so years, from what I heard, because I wasn't really involved too much.
Yeah, you weren't part of the project.
From
right?
what I was hearing from Sean is kind of a nightmare.
Okay.
And he doesn't. He usually exaggerates how great things are.
Yeah.
But they had a lot. He never did end up building the bathhouse.
Okay.
Instead, he used that collateral. Like he just had people move into it off Facebook or whatever, and then a lot of people weren't paying. It kind of became a dumping site for homeless people or whatever.
Sure.
From what I heard, it was just really bad.
So your brother was self-managing it then?
Self-managing it. And also I think trying to get his long-term property manager to kind of help manage it, but it was a disaster for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But he was able to convince that hard money lender to give him another second lien with that and pull out another $100,000 to use as play money to work on other projects.
Sure.
Which didn't work out well with Sean. Anyway, a couple years later, we're hunting, and he's telling me about this RV park and how the loan's matured. He owes about $265.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to go back to the lenders at this point because he hasn't been able to turn a profit at all.
Sure.
And Or he said, unless you want to partner with me somehow, try to help me out, try to figure out how
now you want my money when it's a problem. I see.
Yeah. And so I said, okay, I think I would like to. I'd like to get into this. Again, even though it's a couple of years later.
And they already had a second lien on it and everything.
Yep.
So like the equity, like he went and played with equity somewhere else.
Equity's gone.
Equity's gone, right. And you still decided like, yeah, this is something that like sounds secure enough to like go into.
Well, I was super optimistic.
Right. We'll tell the story, but I'm just wondering what your mindset was.
My mindset was like,
he said no.
Still, okay.
And now he wants you because he needs you.
Right. Which is fine. He's my brother.
Yeah. You love him to death. You'll help your family. I get it.
Yeah. We go back and forth on needing help with things.
Sure.
And, but what I saw was, here's an opportunity to get into a 23 unit RV park.
Yeah.
Still needs a lot of work. He never built out the bathrooms, by the way.
Okay.
Never built out the bathhouse or laundry or anything. So obviously he's going to have questionable people there.
Sure.
That, a park needs to have certain amenities, and bathrooms are helpful. Places to shower.
It's true.
Do your laundry, that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, I got to raise at least $265,000.
Yeah.
I didn't have the money in my account. I went out to a friend and asked for some money and said, hey, would you be interested in loaning me on this? Give me a couple of years to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I'll pay you $50,000 in fees. You just don't get any payments or anything. But the moment we start getting revenue, I'll share half the revenue with you.
Okay.
In order to help pay down that loan if needed.
So you paying back the loan amount plus $50,000 basically, not like a monthly thing.
No monthly fees or anything. Like he's just going to invest, $265,000.
Okay, so
to help pay off the loan.
Bought it basically from the heart. Or
he gave me the money to buy it.
Yeah, gave you the money to buy it.
And then I formed a new LLC that I split with my brother 50-50.
Okay, so it became 50-50 partners.
Okay. REI-RV LLC.
REI-RV LLC. That's a lot of letters.
With a DBA of Big Creek RV Park. So I was able to find the Big Creek RV Park. He never actually took that. It was still branded.
Yeah.
The old name that was 20 years. But it was still in somebody else's name.
Gotcha.
So I had to do some paperwork doctoring.
Sure.
To get this legit. Because I knew that what the goal was, we had to build out the RV park so that it was functional, bathhouse, laundry, and then build a revenue where we have to have a couple of years of tax history to be able to refinance it into some sort of longer term debt.
Okay.
And get out of hard money payments, because hard money payments are a short term thing.
They're not a final solution for sure.
It's just interest only. It's a high interest rate, and it's very hard to you can still cash flow off these kind of things, but it's not a long term solution.
Right.
And I knew, okay, here's what we have to do. We have to build this thing out, and then we have to figure out a way for it to make money for a couple of years, and then we can refinance people out of it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Easier said than done.
Go figure. It's running a new business that you've never done. Hard.
Yeah. So immediately, I didn't do a whole lot of due diligence. I just kind of trusted what my brother was saying about the park, and that things are fine. And it turns out not a lot of it was fine.
Right.
Not a lot of the pedestals worked.
Oh, okay.
There were a lot of little issues, but long story short, I had to use a lot of debt, a lot of my own cash to build out this. We got it initially funded for $265 for our new basis cost.
Sure. Yeah, to get fresh, basically.
Yep. And then over the course of another couple of years, took a couple of years, I know, but I was also trying to do everything at once.
It's also not your main focus. Like you were.
Our plan was, with all the extra cash that my brother and I were making on flips and builds, we would dump at least like half of the cash that we made into the RV park to try to do a lot of the improvements with cash.
Sure.
Turned out that we didn't have a lot of extra cash, and we were
or you just didn't
breaking
follow
even
in that direction, right? Or like
no, we just simply. I took on way too much.
Yeah.
I had too many things going on, and I just did not have enough cash flow to meet the demands of all the overhead I had.
Sure.
because just a year after that or so, I was spending $90,000 a month and only bringing in like $20,000 a month.
Sure.
The extra funds were not there to work on the RV park.
Right.
But we were still slowly building it out with debt.
Mm-hmm.
I think over time I put about $210,000 into improvements, improving. We built out the bathhouse.
So that's on top of your 265 basis.
Yes.
You put another 210 in.
Yes.
Cool. So correct. We're at 475-ish right now.
That's correct.
Okay. I'm just keeping numbers in my head for people listening, right?
Not including all the overhead costs to just maintain those payments.
And that was all your money, not Sean's money then, right? That was
the second half.
Yep. The second half was all my $210,000.
Sean did help. Like he framed out the, I think he framed out and did some siding work on the bathhouse, because we built out a really nice laundry and bathroom facility with 4 very nice bathrooms.
They're very nice.
One ADA compliant.
Mm-hmm.
We had a nice storage closet for all the toilet paper and soap and DVRs or whatever they call them for the security cameras around the park. So it's a legit setup.
Like your IT.
A little IT setup. Mm-hmm. We had a laundry facility with 2 sets of coin-operated laundry. Yeah. And once we had everything built out and we did a lot of improvements to the asphalt and some of the earthwork, a lot of the electrical pedestals and stuff, it was a lot of money, a lot of time.
Yeah.
Once we finally got it all set, this was probably about 2020, late 2022, early 2023. Mm-hmm. We told our property manager that our long-term property manager that was going to remotely manage it from a distance, it's ready to go.
we're done.
And so he took over phone calls. Mm-hmm. And the website, we had our website that directed phone calls to him and put it on Craigslist and Facebook here and there.
Is it bigcreekrv.com?
Yeah, bigcreek.us or something like that.
Cool. Okay.
We'll pull it up later, but I forgot what the website is.
Yeah, like that's a good website, but yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we told our property manager it's ready to go. Mm-hmm. Over the next 8 months to a year, complete disaster.
Okay.
Apparently, it's really hard to manage an RV park from a distance.
Interesting.
Not having somebody there on site was hard, because the moment he had somebody move in, there were homeless people breaking in the bathrooms and stuff and squatting and causing damage. And it just and it forced that one person just to take off.
Yeah. Well,
we don't want to be
sucks.
around.
Yeah.
This is gross.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we kept having the issues with homeless people and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though there's not a whole lot of homeless people in that county, but they found that RV park.
Right. They found a spot.
This is a nice new facility. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I got a call one day from a man who was moving out of his Osburn house. Mm-hmm. That he's in his 70s, and him and his wife are going to live in their RV. And he asked, could I be your manager and live there, and I will manage everything day to day?
Yeah.
He left me that voicemail, and I didn't call him back. I was too busy.
Yeah.
But then somebody on my team said, hey, I spoke to this guy. He wants to be your manager.
Yeah.
At the Big Creek RV Park. He thinks he can turn around. I'm like, okay, I'll call him. Okay. And I met with him, and I just got a good gut feeling about him.
That's the best.
Yeah. I just got a good gut feeling that he just seemed like enough of a hard ass, mm-hmm. and this was going to be his new life mission.
Okay.
Was just managing this park.
Yeah.
And his wife was going to clean the bathrooms every day, which was very much needed.
Yeah.
So I agreed. And we agreed on the contingency of, here's what my expectations are of you if you want to live here for free, mm-hmm. and do this.
These things need to happen every single day, month, week, whatever it is. Like, here's your requirements.
Yep. So I came up, I said, let's meet again. Mm-hmm. I'm going to come up with an agreement that you can think over and see if you want to do this.
Yeah.
And so I put together a 1-page management agreement. Maybe it was 2 pages.
Sure. But
it essentially just said, you're going to act in the best interest of this park if you're going to live here for free. But you will not make any money until you have at least 40% of this park occupied.
Okay.
And you'll make up $400 extra a month.
Cool.
If you can get at least 400. If you can get, and that's between 40 and 60% occupied. If you can get between 60 and 80% mm-hmm. occupied, we'll give you an extra $800 a month.
And you're renting them out by the month, right? These are monthly stall rentals?
Not at first.
Not at first.
It was a combination of both short-term and long-term.
Sure,
so I'll get into that. But first we wanted to put an agreement together with this manager.
Yeah.
And then if we're at 80% or more occupied, then I'll pay you $1,000 a month.
Okay.
Those are the 3 tiers.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you can just simply take no pay, but like I think it was like 10% of the net proceeds or something like that.
Yeah.
Which would have been about the same.
Sure.
And I said, those 2 options, circle one. And then, I expect you, he said he had a plow on his side-by-side. Make sure you keep the park plowed when it's snowy.
Yeah.
And make sure you deal with all tenant conflicts.
Yep.
Collect rent if needed. Whenever we have, do your new onboard, have people sign leases that I will provide.
Yeah.
Keep the bathrooms clean, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Just
manage the park, like legitimately
manage the park,
but
at least not just so vague like manage the park, but they were, hey, as long as you do these tasks, we're not going to have any issues.
Sure.
And these tasks were spelt out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too vague.
That's good.
And it was still all kept on 1 or 2 sheets of paper.
Yeah.
And they agreed. They circled, let's do the simpler one with the occupancy.
Sure.
And so they moved into the park, and then I got a hold of somebody else who had an RV park nearby, and he was friendly enough to kind of provide me with what platform he uses to try to get bookings, and stuff,
like an Airbnb type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called ResNexus.
Okay,
and it was meant for like RV parks and hotel rooms and stuff.
Cool.
And then this company will work with you one-on-one. They'll assign you somebody to kind of build out your RV park, and like, here's what you should have. You should have a map. Okay, so I went to Fiverr, and I'm like, can you create me a map that looks like this with a legend? So I found somebody on Fiverr to actually build out the park like a healthy looking map that you would see at a campground.
Yeah.
And then I had to go to each site and make sure, okay, this one had 20 amp and 30, 20 amp and 30, 20 amp. This one has 20 amp, 30 and 50s. 30, and then these are pull through sites, and I had to get everything kind of mapped out exactly what each space provided.
Yeah.
So that we can have proper bookings online.
Yeah, so you can book the right spot, and that makes sense.
So that actually took like a month to set up.
Yeah.
Of like full time, like we're going to get this park online.
Yeah.
And available to book online like an Airbnb.
That makes sense.
And then at the same time, I said to my manager, if anybody if somebody just drives by or calls, at first I'm going to get all the phone calls, but eventually I'll give you the phone calls. But for now, I'm going to get all the calls.
Okay.
So if somebody's inquiring online, they see my number, they call me.
Does it go directly to your cell phone number back then?
Yep. Okay. Went directly to my cell.
Yeah. You can funnel it nowadays to be like, call this number, and then it calls your phone from a number like, oh, this is an RV park lead, right? You can.
But I was desperate to get this RV park working because it was already over 2 years in the making, and another 2 years if you consider Sean's effort of, I've got to get this park to make money.
Yeah.
It's been way too long. It's been years.
Yeah. Got to find a way to make money on this.
Got to find a way to make money. And I figured out that the way to make money was to stop skipping steps.
Yeah.
And to just work your ass off.
That's
and
very good advice.
Because I was trying to skip steps before, trying to have somebody else remotely manage it, or somebody else, and Sean, the same thing, skipping steps by not having the proper amenities at the park, those kind of things. Like, we want a legit business with real income. You got to be legit too, and put in the legit amount of work that it needs.
Yeah.
So I buckled down, and I just focused a full month of like 6 hours a day. I was like devoting to this, and making sure that everything that I knew about the park went online. Anything that I didn't know about the park, I went and found out about the park and put online, and built out systems.
Nice.
And actually followed the step where we started marketing it.
Okay.
Started blasting it on Facebook. They put up signs around town with like, hey, if you want to move in. So we actually had to do a big marketing campaign too to attract people.
Yeah.
And then I made the decision that we weren't going to do any background checks. If they can afford to give us the money up front, then they can move in.
Okay.
And it worked.
Okay.
And because before, my long-term property manager was doing background checks and credit checks on everybody.
Yeah.
And was not approving like anybody.
Okay.
And I just made the decision that this park is going to have some bad apples, sure.
Yeah.
And Bill will deal with that because he's also a hard ass, but we're not going to that's the step that we're going to skip to get the most amount of people in there.
Yeah.
Because people that don't have slightly shady backgrounds or bad credit probably aren't going to be living at that park.
Sure.
So that's the one questionable thing that I've decided that we're going to do.
Is that still in play today?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if we ever have issues with people, we kick them out. So we're pretty firm about that. If they don't pay rent, they get an eviction notice.
Easy peasy.
So the people learn how to behave.
Yeah.
Hey, quick commercial break here. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I really do appreciate it. If you want to give back, let me help you buy a house, or I can help you sell a house. It's the only way I make money when I'm not investing in real estate. I don't make money on this podcast or the events I do, but I do make money only when I help people buy and sell houses. So if you're looking for your next investment and you're here in North Idaho, I want to help you personally. If you are not in North Idaho, I can still help you out. I have a vast network of referral partners all across the country, and I can find the right real estate investor savvy agent for you so you don't have to. It doesn't cost you a thing. Thank you for your support. Back to the show. We're setting examples with
You're
people
setting
all
the
the
standard
time.
of like
we're setting it standards that we don't let shit fly.
Right.
Like if you got a bad history, but you come into this park, you change your attitude.
Yeah, you fix it up, young man.
Because what we're offering too is very affordable living. We are the cheapest in the whole county, probably all of North Idaho.
Okay.
Of like RV spaces.
Sure.
To live at.
Mm-hmm.
Now we don't have sewer hookups. You have to go to our bathrooms or something, or dump your sewage into the tank.
Right.
Which is a hassle.
Yeah.
So there's some sacrificing there. Other parks are similar to that. But we decided that we weren't going to discriminate based off credit or background.
As long as they can make the payments?
Yeah, and we were just going to judge people by how they behaved in the park.
Gotcha.
If they were an issue, they're going to call the cops.
What's it like? Have you had to evict anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's that like? Do they just say like, move your RV?
Well, fortunately, I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Bill does.
Yeah.
And we don't have this issue very often.
Sure.
Maybe we've only had 3 evictions in the last 3 years.
Okay.
So
like, do they tow your RV away or something?
Yeah, he'll call. He has the number to the tow truck to call and say, get this off our property. They're not paying.
Yeah. I was just thinking, it's different than a house. Like, you being evicted from a house means you have to vacate the house.
Yeah.
You being evicted from an RV park means you have to vacate with your house.
Yeah. And the lease agreement that people sign when they come with us, it's spelt out that, here are the penalties.
Here's the grounds for this.
Here are the penalties for not behaving.
Right.
For being too loud at a certain time, or being obnoxious, or blah, 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 or stealing, or anything shady that we feel is not appropriate.
Sure.
Those kind of things. Not paying your rent.
Right.
So anyway, it's not a fabulous park. It's not wonderful. It's not beautiful, but it makes money.
Yeah.
And it works.
Okay.
And a lot of people are grateful to live there.
Yeah.
Which is not something I expected.
Sure.
But they are, because it's affordable to live.
Mm-hmm.
In a very unaffordable world.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I spent a lot of time and money kind of getting it to that point, and it didn't actually start turning a profit monthly until early 2024.
Okay.
So in 2024, we had our first full year, and the income that it produced, the gross income, was around 75,000.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Not and a lot of it was eaten up with interest payments, but what I knew that when a bank looks at this a couple years from now, which was this year, they are going to, any interest payments, they're not going to consider because it's going to be a new loan.
Right.
So as long as we can keep all the other expenses down, and try to net a certain amount each month, it's going to be worth a certain amount of money.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I get it. You got to just hit your levels, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, you're getting a little bit of cash flow off it. You're getting some gross revenue. Were you starting to pay back the original 265 yet? Or was that still kind of like, once we start turning profit?
So we just let pretty much everything just sit in the account. Actually, the first year, 2024, I used probably half the cash flow personally.
Yeah.
Just to help substitute some other things. And I was finally getting out of the bad, my bad financial situation.
Yeah.
And so for the first half of the year, I had to borrow quite a bit of money, and I kept track of it all.
Sure.
But the second half of the year, I didn't really have to.
Right.
And then all of 2025, I don't think I took any.
Cool.
I did a little in 2026, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I can put it back.
Yeah.
If and when I need to, but
we don't need a whole margin tradings with it.
All kinds of stuff, but everything. But we don't need this massive. We don't need 40 grand sitting in the account.
You're actually not supposed to have a lot of money sitting in the business account like this.
Like we had to do owner distributions.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I can start that 210 that I initially invested.
Yeah.
I'm getting all that back before Sean gets paid anything.
Sure.
So I'm hammering away at that first.
Okay.
And he understands and agrees.
Sure.
So it could be quite a few years before Sean sees anything.
So you guys are still partners on it then, right?
We're still partners.
Okay, yeah.
I offered to buy him out a few years ago, and a couple of years ago, and he said no.
Okay.
But I did say you're not going to see anything until I get paid all my cash back.
And I don't mean to dog on him, but like, what does he contribute to the partnership now? Because it seems like you're running everything.
He offers to do things, but he doesn't have to.
Sure. Okay.
We have somebody on site managing it, and then I do the book. Sean's not a book guy.
No, yeah. I don't want him doing your books.
Yeah. So
I'm just curious, like, does he come do renovations or like what is his role in the partnership other than like bringing the asset back to you, which you could have just put in your name at the beginning?
That's a really good question, and the honest answer is just nothing at all. He's an owner.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. He offered me to be a partner.
Yeah.
And so I'm honoring what we agreed on years ago, which is, okay, I'm going to come in and fix things.
Yeah.
And we'll be partners. That's the agreement.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with that. Like, Alex Ramosi does the same thing with his businesses. He's like, once you get to a certain point, I'll come in and I'll partner with you, but I'll help you grow and I'll just take part of the revenue. Like, you're doing that.
Right. So there is, there's a fine balance between what's greedy and what's fair.
Sure.
And what's fair to me is what we agreed on.
I would agree.
And what we agreed on is that I will come and help fix this park up for 50-50.
Yep.
And that's it. And that's what we agreed on. I tried to ask him if I can buy him out.
Sure.
Because I knew at this point he doesn't need to do anything. He's just an owner.
Yeah.
So is he getting a free ticket? I don't know. He offered me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he offered it to me years ago.
Yeah.
A 50% stake to help fix the problem.
Right.
And I'm happy to say that I finally did it.
Yeah.
But boy, was I off a couple of years.
Yeah. That's okay.
But it's finally, as of Friday, it's in the bag. Like as far as we in 2025 we had made over, I think, $117,000.
That's pretty good.
And the only big expense that we had was I installed a playground.
Okay.
So what I wanted was to make this park feel more like a parking lot, or more than just a parking lot, but also like, since there's a bunch of kids out there, I want them to also have something. So I invested like $6,700 or so.
Yeah.
Taking out this field of weeds and overgrown area and installing, a play set.
Okay.
A big, it was like a Costco play set. It wasn't massive.
Sure.
It wasn't, but it also wasn't like a cheap little home set.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah. But it helped with the appraisal value too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet it did.
So anyway, 2025 we did better.
Okay.
And also those coin operated laundry that I bought, they've already paid for themselves.
Nice.
They were $4,000.
Yeah.
We've made close to $5,000 so far in quarters.
In like 2 years?
In a little over 2 years, yeah.
That's really good. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah. Any asset you can get that pays for itself in 2 years is like pretty decent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy to say that
of course, but like, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's nice, I don't know how much exactly water and electricity usage. Good thing with water, it's a flat fee out there.
Sure.
The electricity I do pay for.
Yeah.
Or the park pays for.
Yeah.
So there's that. But it's just nice that an amenity that you offer also has an additional little revenue source.
Yeah.
Where we can justify if these things break down in another year or two. It's not such a hassle having to replace them because they already paid for themselves.
Sure.
And so it's not like a total revenue source, but it's a how would you say, a sustainable source
sure
of revenue to replace when needed.
Love it.
So I can't count on, $4,000 every other year just to go spend willy-nilly.
No.
But I could probably now count on $4,000 every other year to replace what's there.
Sure. Yeah, it's self-sustaining at that point.
Yeah.
That totally makes
sense. So
it
helps with the CapEx.
Yeah. Okay. Now, going back to the numbers, original loan 265, you put like 210 into it, so again like 475 plus minus, right? That's kind of your number. You just refied for the 900s.
Yeah, so here's what happened. We probably spent closer to 500,000 all in with the new basis acquisition when I partnered with him. And improvements.
Yeah.
So probably all in our cost basis is around $500,000.
Yeah.
It appraised for $925,000.
That's incredible.
A few weeks ago.
Did you get cash out of this refinance?
No, but what happened was I had to roll a lot of bad negative equity from other projects. This guy that let me 300
260 or whatever.
Sorry, 265.
Yeah.
He actually lent me $700,000.
Okay.
And then he died.
Yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah.
But I've been working with his family on paying back everything with interest. And some of that rolled in from other projects that went bad.
Okay.
Went into this, and I'm happy to say that loan is paid off now.
The $700,000 loan?
As of today.
That is
so it recorded and funded on Friday, and they can go pick up their check today.
I love it. That's so good.
And that was 5 years in the making.
Yeah.
Of then getting the rest of the money back with all the
interest and payments
with
and
interest.
Fees and yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
cool.
So that kind of
feels so good, man. Like to have that weight. Yeah,
that's the last of the $2 million loss. 1.85 million.
Yeah.
Sorry, I exaggerate a little bit. It's 1.85 million. Loss.
Okay,
that was the last of the carryover into other projects.
How does that feel?
It feels good. It feels like I was always skeptical if this would work or not because I've never gotten an actual commercial loan.
Sure.
This is a legit, I went to my bank. Here's another funny story. And when I went, so I've been losing on my taxes like $400,000 a year for the last few years.
Yeah.
Because my accountant, my CPA is taking all those huge losses and not just taking it on year one, but he's able to spread it out over time to where I don't have to pay any taxes for a while.
Yeah.
Instead of just, here's all your huge losses in 1 year and that's it.
You're rolling and you're done.
Smart enough to know, hey, let's take this over time. You got a few years of not paying taxes.
Yeah.
Thanks to you learning a bunch and losing all this.
Thanks to your education.
Yeah. So, but because of that, when I go and try to get a loan anywhere, if it's not purely based off my credit, and it also they want to see my taxes, they get a little gun shy. They're like, "You lost $400,000 last year
on paper."
I'm like, yeah,
on paper.
So here's the funny thing: Numerica Credit Union, they're a big bank, in the Northwest.
Yeah. I wouldn't say big bank. I would say they're average size credit union.
Average size credit union. Sure. I applied for. I told them about my situation. And how I've been working hard for this particular LLC to show good tax history so I can get a normal loan through SBA.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I found out. In the first 9 months of the park going well, I turned off the short-term rentals and we just went straight up long-term month to month.
Smart.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize with an SBA loan on a campground like this, if it's just long-term monthly rentals, they won't do it.
Oh, so it needs to be short and long-term?
So I was expecting for the last couple of years to get an SBA loan.
Okay.
And then I found out as I was applying a couple months ago, actually this isn't going to qualify because you don't do short-term anymore. It's just
interesting.
And that's one of the caveats of the SBA.
For an
RV park.
It has a short
for an
and
RV
long-term?
park loan.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to have the short term as well. Interesting.
Yeah.
But Numerica's like, well, we could probably look at it as just a commercial loan.
Okay. Yeah.
Just a normal commercial loan. And they quoted me a rate. They're like, assuming that everything works out, like 6.5% interest would be the interest rate.
Yeah.
and amortized over 25 years.
Okay.
And it would be a 5-year fixed with a 10-year balloon.
Okay.
So this is kind of common in the commercial world. If you're getting a commercial note and you're so used to just regular mortgages on houses, this is different. With a house, you get a 30-year loan and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's usually fixed for 30 years.
Amortized over 30 years.
Amortized over 30 years.
Your final payment will pay off the final. Yeah.
With a commercial loan, now there's a lot of moving pieces to the terms. So again, 25-year amortization means I'm going to be making payments as if I'm paying it off in 25 years.
Sure.
But in 10 years, the loan balloons, like you've got to refinance it or pay it off within 10 years.
Okay.
Oh, and in 5 years, that interest rate might change.
Right. Might. Probably is what they're saying.
It's adjustable after 5 years.
Yeah.
So very common, but just something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
But I thought, hey, terms sound pretty good because right now I'm paying, 10% interest.
Yeah. That sounds okay.
Sounds good to me. So I explained my situation. She said, I think we're going to be able to work just fine on this.
Okay.
But they asked for all my taxes
and
everything. They wanted to see, which I was expecting them to see my taxes on the RV park, but they're like, we want to see all your business taxes because we have to get a global look at your whole situation.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I'm like, okay, great.
Cool.
Here you go. And then the next morning she calls and she's like, yeah, we're not going to be able to do this loan at all.
No.
She's like, sorry, there's just no way.
Yeah.
She's like, I apologize.
With you showing the loss on paper of like the $400,000 or whatever. Yeah. Dude.
They're like, they're just not, they're not going to go for it. They're not going for this at all. Sorry. Try someone else or try hard money loan.
Which would make sense, right? Like, I mean, they have to do their own due diligence and value these properties and the person behind them as they should.
So what would you do in that situation?
Well, I mean, what would I do? I definitely wouldn't like stop looking. I would go talk to somebody else.
Yeah. You know what I told her? I'm like, why not?
Oh, yeah. I
said, I'm like, come on. I'm like, you guys know me. I've been banking with you forever. I'm like, isn't it better to have these big losses going what I went through and have great credit showing that in a situation like I've had, I was responsible enough to pay everyone back?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have good credit if I didn't pay everyone back. I'm just taking the losses over time because of these flips due to this situation.
Right.
With this, basically partners that embezzled a bunch of money and just caused this big spiral of a bunch of projects to lose money.
Yeah.
And what did I do? Instead of going bankrupt or walking away from all these loans, everyone got paid.
Yeah.
I just took all the losses. Me personally, I sold a bunch of properties, sold a bunch of rentals, and all those losses, I'm able to spread out over time with my CPA.
Right.
Like, are you guys seriously, you don't see that as a good thing?
Sure.
Not a bad thing? And she's like, when you put it like that, that makes sense. She's like, I'll ask them. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
She calls me back later that evening. And she's like, yeah, they're good.
Wow.
They're like, that makes a lot of sense.
That like never works, by the way.
I know. I was just like, what?
Usually like the higher ups, like, I mean, the people below them are just asking are just like, no, like these are our criteria and you don't fit. Just tell them to get screwed,
Yeah. But it was funny how, I wasn't I was just kind of like, I wasn't anticipating her to change them.
You
were
just like
mind.
upset and like,
they're commercial. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But it was funny for me just to give a little bit of pushback.
Yeah.
And like, why aren't you guys thinking about this differently?
Yeah.
Like, isn't this a good thing?
Yeah.
That I went through all this? Isn't this show that I've got a little character and that I will take care of the loans because I've been through this massive issue before?
Yeah.
And she took that back and they're just like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She went up to upper management and she's like, he yelled at me.
No. I don't think I yelled at her, but I was just like, I don't see why you guys are looking at it that way. Like it. And it was just interesting that, this is not some small little rinky-dink bank.
Right.
This is a bigger credit union for the Northwest, or like you said, average credit union.
Sure.
But it was just funny how sometimes people stop too early.
Yeah.
And you can just be a little relentless and just say, try again.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get the results you want.
That's true.
And it worked.
That's incredible. Like I said, we did the opposite approach when we got our HELOC, like we were going to go through our mortgage company. They're like, yeah, of course we can. And then they're like, just kidding. And then my personal bank was like, yeah, we'll give you like 20 grand.
Yeah.
And then I went to my other personal bank. They're like, how about 170? And I'm like, well, that's the number I want. Like,
Yeah.
like completely different scenarios on completely different banks. But that's super cool. I didn't like, you would never think in a million years that would work. Like, bank have criteria, and you're just like, they're like, well, the customer's always right. I guess we got to just give them the loan.
Can you ask again? Okay.
Yeah,
they're fine. Like, what? Anyway, and it worked out.
That's awesome.
And then here we are. That was about a month ago.
Okay.
And we closed. And it appraised. So let's look at the numbers.
Yeah.
This RV park went from nobody wanting it on the market as $145,000.
Yep.
Came with some baggage.
Yeah, it came with a little bit of issues.
All in $500,000 of other people's money, some of my money, whatever.
Yeah.
At a price for $925,000. They gave us a loan for $630,000.
Okay.
And it was almost just enough to pay for all the fees, the appraisals, and everything, and pay off both loans that I had against it.
Cool.
So paid off the first hard money loan. I eventually got another hard money loan on this, by the way, of $160,000 at some point to help build out the bathhouse.
Like a second lien on it type of thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's actually a first lien.
Okay.
Because the first guy never put a lien on it.
Oh, okay.
It was just, here's the crypto.
Oh, yeah.
and then pay me back whenever
with 50,000. Yeah,
with 50,000.
Okay,
was kind of the deal.
Cool.
So it was a long journey, but it worked out. Everyone got paid.
Yeah.
My managers are still there. The hard money lenders are up. So now the payment's about $4,400.
Okay.
Our total income annually or monthly is around $9,000.
Okay.
Sometimes it's more.
Yeah. So minus the fees for your park manager, running the place, restocks. Yep. You're like, you said okay, it sounds like.
And here's what I do. And I'm not exaggerating. For the last 18 months, I will drop by them or they'll come by when they go to Costco. Now they have a card and they know what to get at Costco with the toilet paper and paper towels and floor cleaner and stuff.
Yeah. Do they have your Costco card?
They have their own Costco card.
Okay, yeah.
But they have the debit card.
Okay.
So they have a debit card for the business.
Yeah.
It's in its own LLC, obviously, with its own bank account.
And Costco takes that debit card?
And I'm able to easily do the books very fast, but they collect almost all the cash.
Okay.
There's only 2 tenants that pay with a debit card that I kind of manage and text with here and there.
Yeah.
When they're like, hey, can you use this debit card instead? You know, there's still that. I honestly probably put about an hour and a half worth of work into this every month. And most of that is counting money.
Yeah.
I have all this cash in envelopes, and I just update my ResNexus portfolio or program, even though it no longer, I'm not booking people online, but I still like it for organizing all the money.
Yeah.
And it still gives all the reports and occupancy reports and everything. So if you got an RV park out there, ResNexus is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Easy to use. It's very affordable. It's
so
like
you're no longer booking people online? Like people, that doesn't happen anymore?
No, but it's still, I keep track of everything online.
Sure.
And I can run their payments online. But my property managers deal with all the incoming people.
Okay.
I gave them the phones. I transferred the phone number.
Yeah.
So now any and all calls go to them. For the last year and a half, I've been putting, like I said, about an hour to an hour and a half worth of work into this every month.
Okay.
And it makes more than any of my other rentals.
What is your current occupancy rate?
It's steadily around 90%.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah. Once we hit 90%, or over 80%, sorry, we've never been below 80%. So and over time, after the first year, I also bumped all the rents by $45.
Yeah.
Which helped a lot.
Yep.
You know, it brought in an extra few $100s a month, an extra few $1,000s a year. We'll probably bump the rents again next year, maybe.
Yeah.
If it's needed.
Yeah.
But it's still very affordable.
Good.
And when I did bump the rents, I also bumped the property manager's salary. I gave them an extra 10% too.
Nice.
Which was $1,100. So now they make $1,100 a month.
Very good.
Assuming that we have over 80%.
Sure. I find that fascinating that you don't do online bookings and you're at 80-90% occupancy.
Well, it's because people just live there month to month.
Sure.
Yeah. And we only have maybe maybe once a month or so, somebody falls off and somebody comes back on.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe somebody's late. And then we charge late fees.
Yeah.
Our late fees are a big part of our income.
But like, even like with what I'm thinking, and you don't have to use this, of course, but like, if you have an online booking system, people will book online. It doesn't have to be all of them, of course, but like, or you can get a wait list or a queue going up. Like, hey,
I let them handle it all.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Yep.
I just know, like, with my website and my business, like people find my website that I've never talked to.
Yeah.
And they go book through it, and I'm like, whatever that is working.
Yeah.
Never worked with you, never talked to you in my life, but you somehow found me and found your way into my website and booked a shoot.
Yep.
Anyway.
So if by chance, if the park went down to like 50% occupancy for whatever reason, we'd probably have to start marketing again and trying to book online and that kind of stuff. But it's already kind of a hot commodity in general, and I just let them deal with it.
Love it.
And I think it's mostly word of mouth.
Yeah.
For people to live out there.
Do you have security cameras and stuff out there?
I do.
Cool. Okay.
Yep. And I added another one over time.
Nice.
And it all runs through Starlink.
Do you have any vending machines out there?
No, I've always considered it.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if I want the hassle to make an extra $40 a month or
Sure.
whatever.
They're like, I'm thinking of like there's like two different ways you can do it. Like a vending machine. I see all these things on my Instagram that's like start a vending machine business. But there's also the things in the airport, like just walk in, bring your credit card, beep your credit card on the way out for whatever supplies you take, and make it just like chips and non-perishables, or ibuprofen. You know what I mean? Just like little things like that, where you can put a 30% markup on some of this stuff. And I don't know.
It's a good idea.
You don't have to think about that, but that's on my mind.
Yeah.
Like having things where they don't have to leave.
In the little laundry center or something like that, to have a vending machine, because we have a video camera in there. If anyone tried to disturb it, we can.
Right.
For now, it's just a simple park. And I have considered that. I just don't know. Maybe one day we'll have a vending machine.
I don't know. Like I said, I like the
but then
the airport stuff where you just go in and you just like, like it's got the little kiosk and there's nobody manning it. Whatever you take though, it just like beeps your card as you leave. And great. Automatic. And then you can like have that all automatically, like when you need to restock, it'll tell you and stuff. Seems to be pretty automatic.
Yeah, if I can find an affordable soda machine or something, I think start small.
Sure.
A soda machine or something like that. That might be useful. I just don't know.
Okay.
Don't know if it's worth investing a couple thousand to a few thousand in a machine to spit out, I don't know how much these make. I should look into it, I guess, instead of just...
Well, if your occupancy is 80 to 90%, and these are why I'm asking these questions, like you've got people there.
Yeah, there's probably...
And people don't want to leave to go get things.
Yes. Yeah, there's probably 25 people at least. Or, sorry, not 25 people. There's
23
probably
spots, yeah.
There's probably 40 people or so that live out there on that parking lot.
Yeah. And even like some little candy and stuff for the kids, or juice boxes or something for the kids. Like, parents would pay that. But I don't know, man.
Maybe.
Yeah. Don't think about it too hard. This is me just like wonder what else you could do to make this thing like really cool.
All right,
that's cool, man. I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of like we're running in just a minute, but I
I believe you with the vending machine. It would be fun, and I just think about like, is it going to be worth the long-term maintenance of that thing?
Right. And
that's where I get questioned. Like, is it worth keeping up on that, or should we just focus on the park?
Sure. But I was just like,
because I love having the ability to not have to go out there ever.
Sure. I think you'll have more problems with the washer and dryer than you would with a vending machine.
Haven't had one yet.
Then I don't think you would with a vending machine.
Yeah.
That aside though, I do want to say like, congratulations first off.
Oh, thank you.
On like getting through this thing. I know this has been a quite a couple years in the making.
Yeah. And there are some times there where I just put it on the market, tried to sell it as is because it was just not working out.
Yeah. I mean, I came out and tried to sell for it a couple years ago.
Yeah. I was trying to sell it for like $5.99.
Yeah.
And then just a couple years later, the price was for $9.25 with a little bit of work.
Yeah. Well, that's the work you put into it though. So, I mean, like, I think you were offering a fair price on the thing for that.
And nobody wanted it.
Yeah. Nobody wanted it. But also like you made something out of nothing.
Well, some of the infrastructure was there and the zoning was there.
Right. But but like it was a problem. You had homeless problems. You had,
it was stressful.
Yeah. You had money problems. All these things happened and you overcame all of them. And I think that's really cool for you. Even with your bank, how you're just like, please reconsider.
Yeah. You got to be relentless, man.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
It helps with life.
That's so good.
A lot of people are going to want to tell you no. But if you want a yes, you just say, no, I want a yes here. What do I got?
Yeah, what do we need to do to get the yes?
What do we need to do?
Okay, so future site question for you. 3 years from now, where do you see that park?
I hope almost exactly the same.
Yeah, everything's running like exactly how you'd want it.
I hope that my managers are still healthy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have a backup plan if they decide they don't like
find someone like them?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where the real work is going to come in. How can I replace people like that? Like where she's okay cleaning the bathrooms every day.
Yeah,
and he's a hard ass, and also has a side-by-side with a plow.
It's pretty cool.
And that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Can I mirror that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I might have to bring the side-by-side with the plow and have it there for the next manager one day.
Sure.
So I'm just going to be willing to adapt.
Yeah, that's good.
But if this park can be running exactly the way it is right now, 3 years from now, that's one of the best case scenarios in my head.
Yeah.
Just keep this gravy train running. Because the cool thing is that we don't have to maintain much.
Yeah.
All these RVs they're RVs.
Yeah.
They maintain them. We got to maintain bathrooms, which are mostly tile.
Okay.
We have had to swap eventually the curtains. We had to swap all the shower curtains because they were just getting too nasty.
Get gross. Yeah.
So I might have to swap some shower curtains again.
Yeah, people are dirty and they work out there. Yeah. It's a working country for sure.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of CapEx here and there, but I think 3 years from now, there's not going to be much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have showers out in the bathrooms then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, they all have showers.
Cool. Super cool. Man, that's a cool thing. I'm so proud of you for just doing that. What a crazy leap of faith that you had of I know this thing can work. It's going to take some work to make it work, but we can get there.
We can get there. Yeah.
Cool.
But it wasn't it was hard most of the time.
Right.
Only when all the systems are in place is when things finally become easy.
That's pretty good advice, to be honest. For any business you're running.
Yeah.
It becomes a lot easier with systems. Very good.
Systems.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll catch you later. You can say bye too.
I will. I wasn't sure if you're going to keep talking. We'll see you next week on the Investor Shit Podcast. Take care. We love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for checking out the Investor Shed Podcast. If you enjoyed your time, make sure to leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow along on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at The Investor Shed for shorts and promos about each episode. Do you want to be a guest or know someone who has great real estate investing advice and stories? Reach out to us at theinvestorshed@gmail.com.